I'm getting ready to share something just because I want to make a point. Today is a holiday. I didn't even realize it was a holiday. I'm usually off on this day. And I went to the library. I was like, ain't no cars here, you know, like being full. And it was closed. So anyway, there was a car there. Oh my God. So anyway, there was a car there. He actually hit a stranger's car with his hand and punched it. Crazy. So anyway, it was a car there, and it was a motorcycle there, and the car, you know, had the windows down, and it was full of like stuff, and you could see a pillow in the back seat. So I assumed. I got out, was headed to the door of the library, and I stopped. Well, I already knew what I was going to do because I reached in my wallet, took something out, and if I felt right, I would hand it over, right? And so I walked up to the car, left quite a bit of distance, and I was like, hey, you good? You okay? Say, yeah. I was like, that's my key to it. He said, yeah. And so then I walked all the way up to him, and I handed him some money. And he was like, thank you, thank you. And I walked away. And as I was walking away, he was like, no, thank you a lot. When he looked down at whatever it was. And then I told him, have you heard of blah, blah, blah organization? And so I bring this up to say, you know, I know if I was with someone, they would say, why you giving money to a white person? Or they would say, they can get a job just like me and you, or, you know. Or they would say, blah, 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 blah. Right? And I bring this up to say, it's not, at this point in life, it is so much about, it really is about personalities, behaviors, knowing someone's backstory, their backgrounds, how all that plays a part is number one. Number two is getting to know which organizations in the community are not just collecting money for themselves, and selective at who they distribute to. Yeah? Those that are in the community that are really doing the work, regardless of color, regardless of political party, regardless of, I don't know, but they really doing the work without a ulterior motive, without a selfish agenda. And I know one for sure, and I was like, reach out to them. So I want to stress here, at this point, yes, it is about color, but it's so much more than just color. at this point. Just because someone doesn't look like you, walk like you, talk like you, act like you, think like you, believe like you, learn like you, have the same religion as you, spirituality as you, there's more to it than what we think. Oh, and my original thought was, I had mentioned giving to a white person, right? And so my thinking is, he had a good feeling about him. He was very appreciative. I knew he needed, and I'm glad I peeped that out. But my thing is, like, for those that are into color, I'm hoping that someone would do the same. Or maybe if it was one of my children, one of my family members that have a different skin color or tone than them, and not just not help them because of the color of their skin, something like that. All right, so I'm gonna go even deeper. There was once that had happened to me, and I was sitting in a car in a hot heat in Arizona. I was at the 7-Eleven, and a drug dealer came up to me. I was in a bad area, really bad area, but it didn't bother me. And he was like, I forgot exactly how the conversation went, but he said something like, "You don't need to be around here. You got enough gas," or something like that. And I was like, I'm waiting for blah, blah, blah. And he was like, "I don't want you in this area. Pull up to the gas station." I was at this, like, the 7-Eleven type deal in the parking slots, where you park, but not at where you pump the gas. And I was like, "Okay, give me your Cash App so I can send it back." And he was like, "No." Well, so he didn't say nothing then until after he pumped the gas in the car. He was like, "I'm not giving you my cash. I just want you out of here. This is not an area for you." So, people, we assume from society, how society tells us to think about people, and we look at people definitely for their skin colors, definitely for what they do for a living, and stay away from them and judge them and turn our nose up and stuff like that. I'm just sharing random thoughts today.